Hi guys, good morning. Today what we need to discuss? Hmm? You don't know? Okay, see here. Today we need to discuss about, okay. So up to model view we discuss it, right? Okay. So let me share my screen. Why you are back? Come friend. Huh? In schooling also backbench. College also backbench. Always backbench. Here no punishments here. If I'm giving punishment, I cannot go out of this door also, right? You are giving big punishments, right? I don't want to take care. Sit here, man. Again, sit here. You have a place, right? Mm. Today, when you see very interesting topics today, listen carefully. New things which is not included in the previous versions or anything. Some new features are added in this version. So not only here, in anywhere no one can teach these new things. Okay, always sometimes they are teaching old one only, and only few of the things, but demo classes completely. You need to know what are all the new options are available. Okay, let's see. Why some people are not coming? Yeah. One second, guys. See here. Today, some new features are available in, I'm explaining. Okay. Maybe in other training institute, they didn't explain all these things, those related things today we need to discuss it. Understand clearly or not? See here. Manoj, can you provide your contact numbers? Today also some people are newly joined. Please provide all the videos. Can you please provide all the videos and everything? Manoj. Yes, note it down, the Manoj contact number. Open it. At what time class is started? Huh? I told you yesterday only. See, first listen, okay? So up to yesterday, we discussed like report view, table view, and model view. Is everything clear for you? Because yesterday only you joined, right? Okay. So did you take all the recordings and everything from Manoj? Okay, if you ask Manoj, he will give like recordings all the demo classes. Okay, he will provide index architecture as well as like a Power BI document also. Everyone noted down Manoj's number or not? You see, Manoj is the permanent admin person for this particular batch. Any links or any payments or anything, okay, if you want, you need to check with Manoj always. Understand? You guys are noted down the Manoj number or not? Okay. Now, see here. So, yesterday we discussed like up to what part we discussed it? We discussed, okay. So, we discussed like which part it is? Like we discussed like report view. In left pan, what are all the different options are there? Understand or not? In left pan, what are all the different options are there? What are the options are available in left pan? Report view, table view, model view. We discuss it. Today we need to discuss about DAX query view. Okay. Actually, this is the very important option included in the latest version of Power BI. In the, if you are opening old version of Power BI, if you are using old versions, you are not able to see this option. This is option is available. When this option will comes, most of the times, even if you don't know how to write the DAX function, this will helpful for you to write the DAX function. When this option will comes, you can easily operate Power BI DAX functions. Understand clearly or not? Understand clearly or not? Let's see with example. Let's see with example. See here. Suppose for example, okay, so if you want to see the table related data, like what is the column data type? See here. If you want to see the tables data, where we can see? Table view. In table view only we can see. But these column data type, what is the data type? Can we identify it in table view? No, it is not possible. But we have in table view, we can see only the columns as well as rows. But what data type of that particular column? What data type of this each and every column in that particular table, that you cannot identify it. Those related things that we can do it in DAX query view. In DAX query view, either you can see the table related data. Here you can see the table related data also. That means in the table, what columns are there, what data is there, that we can see. As well as for each and every column data type also we can see. What is data type? See, that means you understand what is value, whatever values we are entering, you understand as a human, you understand that is a character, numeric, or you can say that one. But applications, how they will understand? Application cannot understand what your input is there. Application will understand only binary format. Understand? So if you are, for not only for this application, for any type of application, okay, for any type of application, Okay, not only this one, .NET, Java, or some other application, anything, Power BI, SQL Server, any applications. That means in software, if you run any application, must ensure we require a data type. Based on the data types, application will understand whether that particular value is numeric or decimal or character or date related. Okay, but you know that is a proper date value. But how the application knows? Application means like Power BI is application, SQL Server is application, like .NET is an application. Like that, they're different. In all the things, how the application knows whether it is a numeric value or decimal value means based on the data type. That means what is the data type? What type of values we can hold it. Okay. Okay, that means suppose for example, if I'm taking numeric type of data type for a particular column, there is a product ID is there. In that product ID for that particular column, I'm taking a data type as numeric. Then what will happen? System will allows in that particular column only numeric values, not other values. If you try to insert other values, it will throw an error. That is valid one only, right? We cannot insert all the values, whatever you are giving input. You have to maintain each and every application. Each and every application must and should identify whether it is a numeric or a decimal or a character. Identify you by using data type. Okay, using data type. Okay, using data type for that particular column, what data type it is, that related values only it will allows in that particular column. If you try to insert it, I have a numeric column is there. Can we insert a date value in that particular column? No, application will throw an error. Otherwise, what will happen if it is each and every value is allowed in that particular column means that is not the proper application. You have to maintain a proper application based on the data type. Understand? See how the data types are very, very useful. Data types are very, very, because data type will restrict it whether if it is a numeric data type, only numeric allows. Numeric values allows. If it is, suppose if, for example, if it is character you are trying to insert in that particular numeric type of column, it is not allowed. It will throw an error. Understand or not? Okay. Before that means after validation itself, before only application will restrict it. Application will validate that particular data, whether it is a numeric or not. So all these validation based on the data type only, it is possible. Understand clearly or not? So data types for each and every application must and should required. Okay, there are different data types for different applications they are using. Understand clearly or not? Okay, so those data types must and should we have to use. So whenever we are pulling the data, automatically based on the column values, Power BI will assign the data type for each and every column. Vijay, you are not, when you are pulling a data into Power BI, at that point of time, you are not assigning any data type for any column for any data set. But how it is recognized that particular column as which data type it is, don't worry. That AI will take the responsibility. Artificial intelligence in Power BI will take the responsibility for which that automatically based on the column value. When you are pulling the data, at the time of pulling the data in that particular column, all are numeric values. If it is numeric column, what values it is? Numeric data type it is assigned. If it is character, Power BI automatically recognize based on the column values, it is assigned the proper data type for that particular column. Understand clearly? Power BI will take all the responsibilities about the data types. Understand? So after that means when you're pulling the data based on column values, automatically Power BI will assign the data type. But if I want to know what data type Power BI assigned to that particular column, I want to know, right? Because there are some other operations I need to do, or else I need to change the data type of the column. So for this particular one, what we have to do, we need to check it whether what data types is assigned for that particular column. Understand or not? Power BI is assigned the data type for each and every column, but we need to know what data type it is assigned to that particular column. For that one, we can identify it in the DAX query view. Understand? Suppose not only DAX query view, in this particular one also we can know like what data type of this particular. Suppose for example, under locations, see geo is in which type of column? Under the column tools. Okay, what is the data type? Text here. Okay, individually, that means if you go to the report view and selecting any particular column, then you know like individually what data type of that. So if you want to know what data type for region, you have to select that one. Then you know what data type for this particular one. Understand? But at a time in a table, what are all the columns are there for each and every columns? What is the data type is assigned? I want to know once at a time. Then we have to go to DAX query view. Okay, in DAX query, this is recently this option is added. Very, very useful when you are writing a DAX functions. Previously, it is very difficult to write the DAX functions. Very, very easy when it comes to here. Suppose, for example, I want to display, okay, location table top 100 records or sales one. Okay, whichever table you required, come to this DAX query view. Whichever table records you want to see. Okay, under the data tab, right click on that particular table. You have an option called quick queries. What is that? Quick queries. In that quick queries, there are different options are there. Each and every option I will, very important. See, if you want to see the table records, okay, either in the DAX query view or else in the table view also we can see. See, in DAX query view, how you can do means right click under data tab, right click on that particular table. Under quick queries, you have an option called show top 100 rows. Okay, what will happen? See here in that sales column, what is the column? Salesperson. Salesperson, these are the values. Geography, these are the value. Product, these are. But these are, it is showing like 100 records only. Okay, 100 records only. Vijay, 100 records only it is showing. I want to see, actually in that particular table, there are 7,000 records are there. Up to 5,000 records I want to see. But I have an option only if you right click on this one, you have an option. 1 second. If you right click on this particular one, when you go to the quick queries, it's showing always top 100 only. Okay. If you click on, after clicking on top, okay, top 100, okay, and immediately for that particular table, top 100 records it is showing. Then in the DAX query, this is the DAX query automatically. See here, you see the beauty of this one. Whenever I want to display top 100 records, then immediately in Power BI, artificial intelligence will create this DAX function automatically. Did you write anything on that one? I'm just selecting option. Here, I'm seeing 100 only, but I want to see 500 record. In this DAX query, you have to change it from the top 100 to 500. Just put it as, you can modify that one. Click on run. Now 500 related records. If it's 1000, 10,000 or anything. See here, this complete the DAX function automatically, artificial intelligence will generate this DAX. Simply you have to choose that one. But previously, if you want to write, if you want to display top 500 record from the table, this much of coding DAX query I am writing. See here, understand clearly or not? See, this much of query I need to write it here in DAX query. Now no need to do like that. Okay, this DAX query will help you to reduce your efforts, developers efforts. Understand? So that's the reason Power BI is a user-friendly tool when compared to the other one. Understand? Okay. See here, not only this one. Suppose see here, columns wise 500 records I'm seeing. Okay. So for example, I want to see for each and every column, there are n number of columns are there, right? For all the columns, what are the data types are assigned by Power BI? I want to know immediately. Once at a time, I want to see all the data for each and every column. Then what you have to do? Again, right click on that particular column. Under quick queries, you have an option called show column statistics. What is that? Show column statistics. See here. Here. What is the columns are there? Salesperson. What is that one? Salesperson, geography, product, date, and how many records are there in this particular column? 3,300. Okay. What is the distinct values? 25. What is the null values? 0. And see here, what is the minimum value? What is the maximum value? And see here, all these things like range and everything it will shows. In the table, what columns are there? I want to see at a time, I want to see. Understand clearly. But where can I see the data types once at a time? I will tell you. See here. So if you want to see like that, then when you go to the transform data for sales related data set, okay, see here, this is the sales, right? Here itself it is there. What is that one? ABC. Okay, ABC means text related one. Like this one, date related one. This one, numerical. Like that. I will tell you whenever we are going with a regular class. Then, so if you want to know individually what data type is assigned, means under the report view tab, select the column. Under column tools tab, you will have the data type. Understand clearly or not? So in DAX query view, you understand top 200, top 100 statistics. Understand or not? Okay. As well as this option also like column statistics. You understand or not? These are the things it is included. Not only this one. Suppose in this particular table, define all the measures. What are all the measures you created? I will show you. Whenever I'm writing DAX function at that point of time, I will show you clearly. Understand clearly or not? See, this is the beauty of this particular one. Even if you want to see the statistics, see here how this DAX query is running. See, too much of DAX query is writing here. Okay. This much of coding I need to write it. If suppose if this is not there. Okay. Whenever this is came to the picture, we can simply select the option, then automatically that results are showing in this particular one. Understand clearly? Not only this one, if you right click on this one, if you want to see the data for this particular one, top 100, see here. See, there are different tabs are created. Okay. So you are seeing the records, like suppose first tab is like, see here, this is a sales related one. I'm displaying 100 related. Next query is related to, I'm changing the code in that one, like what are all the statistics I'm seeing. After that, again, I'm seeing 500 related records in the sales one. Understand or not? So whatever operations on whichever data set, each tab wise, it will shows it. See here, if suppose you are for this particular sales data set, you are applying top 100 statistics as well as column statistics, then two tabs are available. Understand clearly or not? Then to automate immediately in two tabs, it is showing that one. Understand? If you want to close it, you just need to click on cross button. Automatically, those all the things are closed. Is that clear or not? So this is how it will be there. Okay. And so some important feature is also available in Power BI. Recently it is added. That option is Copilot. This is an artificial intelligence. In this one, if you type a question, I just you need to load the data from the data sources. After that, you have to type a question. I want a sales report. You have to type the question. Automatically report is created with the visualization. Okay. This is artificial intelligence option, but this option is not available for all the one who are premium capacity holder license. For those people only this Copilot option is available. Okay, premium capacity holder means license it is 37 lakhs per year. Okay, in the organization level, 1 or 2 persons only maintaining that one. Okay, whenever you have a Copilot option, simply at a glance, you have the data is the business. At a glance, if you want to create it, simply by using Copilot, we can create. Because most of the users, like project managers, want to give the demo to the clients and everything. At that point of time, they didn't have a time to create a complete report. Just they are using if they are having. So that's the reason organization level only one are maintaining. Understand clearly or not? This is Copilot option. This option is not available for all the developers. Understand? Instead of that one, you have to use the DAX query and you can write those things and everything. Is that clear in the left pan or not? Huh? Any doubts in this one? Is that clear or not? Now we need to come to the visualization part. In visualization part, what we can do, there are, see, visualization, that means up to now what we are doing some modifications on the data level. Understand? See, directly if all the columns are available in the data set, directly we can represent the columns in the visualization. But sometimes they are not giving direct columns. At that point of time, using DAX functions or transform data options, you can create your own columns, and those columns you can represent in the visualization. So up to now, we are discussing all the tabs related are generating or modifying the existing columns. Okay, modifying the existing column, because users, if they are users are not giving all the options for each and every data set. Okay, only few of the columns they are provided. Remaining columns you have to generate using DAX functions or transform data options or other options. Using that one, you can generate that one. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? Okay, now we can discuss what is that one. Now visualization. Let's see what visualizations we need to create for this particular one. Understand? So visualizations means where you need to go in build a tab. I told you right yesterday only. I told you right. Okay, I told you clearly like what is build in build a in build a tab only. All the visualizations are available. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? So by taking the visualization, you need to create it. Suppose for example, stacked column chart. Okay. Suppose stacked column chart. In this stacked column chart, see here. See here. You have these values like a day. See here. I'm taking like a, see here. I'm taking a stacked ball column chart. This is a stacked column chart. In this stacked column chart, I'm taking a columns like a different data set, different columns. But when you are in a same visual, if you want to use different column from different data set, what is required? I told you yesterday only. What is that? Relationship is required in the model view. We already provide a proper relationship in the model view yesterday, right? So now you can represent the data in the visualization. See here, I'm taking a teams. Okay, there is a people. Okay, teams is there. Okay, under people there are teams is there. Okay, or in products like, see here, like suppose for example, yeah, in geography, see here, I'm placing a geography column in x-axis. Okay. Amount column I'm taking in y-axis. See here. Understand or not? See here. India, Canada, UK, India, like New Zealand, all these things that related amount need to show here. But the problem is whenever you take the geography column into this particular x-axis and sales is sum of amount. Okay, actually one value, how many, what is the total amount that need to show here. But here India is repeating multiple times. UK is repeating multiple times. US is repeating multiple times because there is a problem in this particular sales one. What is that problem? There are some spaces are there. What is that? Actually, there are some spaces are there. See here. Suppose, for example, if you want to take the visualization as a table, see here. Suppose I'm taking this is as a table visual. See here. This is before Canada. See here. Some space is there. Like proper data is not available. You want to modify that one. If you want to modify any column data, must and should you need to go to the transform data. Understand? In transform data only we can do all the modifications. See here in the sales column, if you go to the geography, see here, New Zealand, it is start from, that means you have some space is there. Here there is no space. For Canada also some space is there. USA some space is there. India some space is there. Some values doesn't have spaces. Some values have some spaces are there. So if this is there, the proper data is not showing in the visualization. At that point of time, what you have to do? You have to modify that particular one. You have to prepare that particular column in a proper way. That means you have to remove the spaces in that particular column. Then you will see one value from each and everything. Understand or not? See now what how it is visualizations are showing. See here, it is India, UK, India, multiple Indias are there, multiple UKs are there, multiple US are there. Like this it will happen because some spaces are there. Okay, for space one value it is showing, without space one value it is showing, that like that there are different values. Now I'm removing the spaces for this one. Okay, must and should you have to go to transform data. In transform data, for removing the spaces, do you know, like in other applications, for removing the spaces what option is used? Do you have any idea on that one? Okay, we have an option called trim. Okay, trim means removing the spaces. In other applications, trim is the option to remove. Here also same like that. Okay, but that option is available in transform data. So when you go to the transform tab, okay, format and just to click on trim option. See, no need to write any coding, just to use the options. Wherever option is there, you have to choose that particular option. That's it. Understand clearly. Now, if you go to this particular one, go to this model view. See, See the differences or not? See the differences or not? Sometimes spaces or unwanted data is there. Some like that it will be there in that one. So that's the reason it's very difficult to operate that one there, because you can see any country one record only in this visualization, not multiple records. Actually, in the table view, you have the duplicates, detail ways. But when you are showing in the visualization, one record only need to see. Understand? Not multiple. If it is showing multiple values, means something is there in that particular column. There is a problem in that column. You have to rectify it. For rectifying that one, or else if you want to modify that one particular column, if you want to do any modifications on that existing column values, then we have to go to transform data. Understand or not? Whenever we are loading the data, at that point of time, you will have an option load, transform data, and cancel. Transform data is the option to modify the data. Okay, actually business users are giving some space. Okay, that I'm rectifying. Suppose Vijay, I have a doubt here. What is my doubt is, again some other data they are given. Okay, after 2 days again they are providing a new data. In that data also some spaces are there. At that point of time, what will happen? Already we are applying a trim option on that particular column. Automatically Power BI will remove the spaces for that particular column. It will show the latest data in that one. Okay, no need to do every time with for the particular column. If you are applying that option, means for any time if any value spaces are there, it automatically operate to remove the spaces for that particular column. Understand clearly or not? Huh? This is how we can do this one. Not only this one, there are n number of visualizations are created. See here, suppose this is the one. Another visualization is, suppose for example, bar related visuals. What is that? Bar related visuals. See here. Here I'm putting teams here. See here. Not only, see, previously in this visual, what I'm placing, same data set columns. Okay. In the visualization, not the same data set columns. You can use the different data set, different columns, you can use it. See here, in this particular visualization, I'm using all the column from sales data set only. But now I'm taking another visual. In this visual, I'm using different column from different data set. Understand? Suppose for example, teams is the one. Amount is the column I'm taking from. Understand clearly or not? Understand clearly or not? Understand clearly? See here, I'm taking. Even though if I'm taking different column from different data set, values are showing or not? How the values are shown? Because I told you yesterday only, when you are in a visual, in one visual, if you want to use different column from different data set, what is required? Relationship is required. That's the reason I told you, right? If relationship is not there between people and sales, okay, see how the data will show. Oh, sorry, I'm removing different one, huh? Is it showing proper value? Is it showing individual value? Is it showing individual value? Delicious, it need to show delicious amount only, but it is showing total amount. Understand or not? These are the problems we are facing when we are not providing a relationship between the data. When the relationship is required, whenever you are using in the same column, if you are say in the same visual, if you are using different column from different data set. But if you use the say, if in one visual, if you use the all the column from one data set, relationship is not required. Let's see with example. See here. Suppose for example, I'm taking all the values from which data set? Sales data set. In the sales data set I'm using. Is the sales data set required a relationship? Not required. So that's the reason. See here. Proper data is not proper data is showing. For India, this is the value. Okay. See here. For India, this is the value. For New Zealand, this is the value. Is it individual value showing properly or not? Because in the visualization, if you are using same column from same data set, relationship is not required and proper values are used, shows there. But if we in a visualization, if you are using different column from different data set, at that point of time only relationship is required. This is the best example. Understand clearly or not? So here actually what it is, that the proper data is showing? No. What we need to do, like we need to provide a relationship between the data set. What is that one? Now it is showing properly or not? Understand clearly or not? See here. But the thing is, see here. See here. Actually, for this particular visual, see here, yummies are there, delish are there, juices are there, blanks are there. Why blanks are showing? But see here, each team wise, you want to see the amount. See here, for this particular Emmys, this is the amount. Okay, how much amount it is? 52 lakhs. Okay, if you mouse over to that one, okay, this is the different amount. If you come to here, different amount, 43. If you come here, what is this team related to? Actually, for this particular team, we didn't have any data is there. Okay, so for that, what we have to do, see here, suppose if you go to the salesperson, see here, some are having a team, but some having, what is that one? Okay, blanks are there. We cannot show the blank values in the visualization. Okay, you can show it, but the user cannot access. What is that blank related to? Okay, that's the reason you have to rectify that one. What I'm doing is, in place of this blank, I'm giving like I'm giving another text. What is that? In place of wherever blanks are there, in place of blank, I'm giving another text. Then that particular text, we can, whatever it is showing, the user can understand, oh, okay, for this particular, if this text is there means those are blanks they are thinking. But we cannot show directly blank values in the visualization, right? So you have to give the proper meaning so that they can understand, if this name will comes means blank values are there, like that. That means what I am doing, I want to do for this team column, what I want to do, if wherever blank values are there, I want to replace it as, I want to replace it as some other text. So where you can do, if you want, I told you, right, if you want to do any modifications on the column related data, in columns data, if you want to like removing spaces, replacing values, removing all the things, where we can do transform data. So you have to go to the transform data. See here, in transform data, see here, I'm not writing a single line of coding here. All the things we are using, you are operating with the option names only. Okay, see here, with the sales persona. Okay, sorry, people. So in this one, null values are there. Null values is nothing but a blanks. In the model, it is showing blanks. In transform data, it shows a new LL is nothing but a blanks. Don't worry. So in place of this null values, I want to replace it to another value. See here how I'm writing. See here, I'm selecting a blank value here, blank cell. I'm selecting a blank cell. After that, see here, just click on replace. Here, I'm giving other team. I'm giving like this. Now close this one. Now what is showing? In place of blank, I'm giving other text. The other team means nothing but there is, the users are thinking like there is no team is available for this particular category. So based on that, they will rectify from their data. Understand? Because that is the data users data only they are providing. By seeing this particular one, they will understand how, what is other team. That means other team is nothing but we can simply mention like other team is nothing but there is no data for that particular team. That means blank values we can say. Okay. Understand clearly or not? See here. Okay. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So, and one more important point is like this, we can create a visualization. When we are creating a visualization, I didn't like this color. I didn't like this one. I want to change the design part of that particular visual. Where we need to go? Where we need to go? Where we need to go? Yesterday I told you, right? Where we need to go? Format is the option. I told you, right? Okay. For any visual in any scenario, if you want to change the design part of the visual, because when at the time of drag and drop the columns in the visualization, what will happen? Just by default, Power BI will generate the column colors, text, everything. Okay. But if you want to give your own color, if you want to give your own text, then must and should you have to use format. Format is the option. Okay. First select the visual. See, okay. What I am doing is, see here, there are different options, format options are. Don't worry, whenever we are going with a regular class, each and every option, how you can change it, I will tell you. See here, I created this all this. Previously something it is there. Now proper shape of the visual it is getting or not. And one more beauty of the Power BI is if you design one particular visual, same design if you want to apply for this one, no need to apply, go to the format and apply whatever options are applied for this particular visual, same options. It is a time taking process. Instead of doing that, select this one, click on Format Painter, just click on this one. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? Like this. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So this is how you can do all the operations in this particular one. Another one is very new option is included in the last month only. Okay, what is that option is new calculation option. What is that? New calculation. This calculation option by default, it is not available. You have to enable this option. See the beauty of this new calculation, I will tell you. Okay. See here. Suppose for example, okay, what we need to do here. Suppose for example, I'm creating a table visual. Okay. When I'm taking a table visual, okay, see, I'm placing different columns like geography and amount, customers, like this. Okay. So, so this is the one. Okay. For this one also, okay. So this is the one, it will be there in this one. Now what will happen? I want to add, I want to divide these two values and calculate the percentage. Okay. Previously, what I'm doing, we are creating some DAX function. Okay. How we are creating a DAX functions? This is how. Okay. See here. That means sum of amount sales amount. Okay. Divided by sum of customers. Like this, I'm writing DAX functions and calculate. After calculating this one, then this particular measure value I'm placing in that one, the visualization. It is showing in percentages or not. But even though this is very difficult for me, okay, not only this one, there are so many things are there. Okay, for this particular, so not only this one, there are so many examples are there. I will explain you one by one. Okay, this is previously I'm writing like this. Okay, because some who are new to this Power BI, they don't know how to calculate, how to write these things also. Okay, how to write the DAX functions. Sometimes in up to 1 year back, DAX functions are very difficult. I am only saying this one, but now very easy. Let's see. This is the one, right? Same thing I'm showing in a different way without writing a single DAX function. Okay, understand? Let's see. So if you want to calculate that like this is the option. It is you have to enable. Actually, what will happen? We are writing a DAX function. When we are writing a DAX function, what will happen for DAX function also in Power BI? It will occupy the memory. Understand or not? It will occupy the memory. But whenever this option is included, okay, for this option, memory is not included. What is that? Memory is not included. Memory is not included. It automatically calculate the option and gives the result for only particular visuals. Understand? But this measure can be used in any visual. Understand? When you create a DAX function, if you are using means it is used any of that, but any visualization you can use that particular one. Okay, with what DAX functions you create, those DAX functions can use it. But whatever options you create in new calculation, this is for only specific column, a specific visualization. It cannot be used for other visuals. That means whatever DAX functions you created, those DAX functions are reusability. Okay, but new calculation option is not the reusability, only for a particular visual only it is possible. But biggest advantage in new calculation is memory is not occupied. But measure, whenever you refresh it at that point of time, it is like it is occupy the memory. If the huge amount of data is there, huge amount of memory is occupied for that particular one. Most of the times Power BI reports or performance is affected based on the DAX functions only. So that's the reason they are including this new option in recent versions. Okay, new calculation. First, you have to enable this option. How you need to enable this option? You have to go to the file, go to options and setting. Okay, under options, okay, click on options. When you click on options, under preview features, what is that? Preview features. See here, preview features. In preview features, there is a preview features tab is there. Select that one and come down. You have an option called visual calculation. You have to check this particular one. By default, it is unchecked. You have to check this option and click on OK. And after that, restart your Power BI file. Restart means just close the file and reopen it again. That's it. Restart means just close this Power BI file and reopen that one. Then you are able to see this new calculation option. Very, very important option in recent versions. See how the beauty. After enabling this one, for this one, you want to calculate the division of these two, but we are writing some DAX function. Instead of DAX function, how simply we are creating that percentage related one. Let's see here. Okay, you have to click on three dot buttons of this particular visual. You have an option called new calculation. See here, in new calculation, see here, in new calculation, automatically it is comes here. In this formula bar, you have to mention directly, you have to mention these columns. On which columns you want to calculate the division? That column. See here, sum. What is the column name? Sum of amount. Okay. Or sum of customers divided by, normal division, right? Numerator column divided by denominator column, like that only. See, what is that? Sum of amount. See, just mention that. Okay, so for this one, you can put into 100, then it will shows the proper results. Then how you can put into 100 in this visual? Okay, when you go here again, see here, this is an option is there, right? If you want to edit this particular calculation, just click on this one. When you click on this one, edit calculation is open. Again, if you are using new collection, you are writing some formula. I want to modify that one, that column again. Then just under the visualization, just click on this particular one, edit calculation will come. Click on this one. And again, what you have to do? Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? This is how it is getting. Understand clearly or not? If you want, you can check it once. Okay. So calculator. Previously, why 33 is showing? Because this calculation is different. First, what we are doing, this divided by this, that's the reason 33. But here in this calculation, what I'm doing, first this divided by this, understand? And that's the reason. Is that clear or not? Why drew are different values means because of this reason. Understand? Array yaar. See here in this calculation. Okay, see here, just click on edit calculation. See here, customers divided by sum of amount, that is what. But in measure, what we are calculating, see here, if you are calculating the measure, in measure, how you can take this one? See here, sales amount divided by this one. Okay, that's the reason these are the difference. If I'm giving a proper one only, same results it is getting. See here, if I'm giving amount divided by customers, both are same or not? But for this one, I'm writing DAX functions. Sometimes we need to write 10 lines and 20 lines, but now no need of writing any. Using new calculation directly, just you have to pass these columns into that one. You can automatically, it will calculate it. Understand? But this, whatever calculation it is happening, this will works only for this particular visual. Suppose if the same calculation, can we use it in other visual? No. Suppose for example, another visual is there. Okay. There is a table visual is there. In this one also, I'm taking, what is that one? Geography, amount and customers is there. Okay. Can we use that particular one? See here, in this one, new calculation is there or not? This calculation cannot store anywhere. Only it is stored in this visualization. That's the reason this is not the reusability, but measure is always reusability. So anywhere, suppose I want to use this one, just drag and drop. Showing or not? That is the biggest. But see, instead of creating a DAX functions, new calculation is the best option nowadays, because you can create a number of times. Why you require reusability? Because if it is like that, if you use new calculation, performance is very, very good when compared to the DAX function. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? This is not only this one. Tomorrow I will explain you, I will show you multiple examples on new calculation. See how simple. I will write DAX function. With that, how many lines of DAX function, and using new calculation, how many lines of DAX function? Practically, I will show you. See, very now next versions or all are DAX, everyone having a problem on writing a DAX functions. But now, okay, now Power BI increasing the performance for developer purpose, they are giving direct options DAX functions. No need to write any coding. Okay, so these are the thing, new calculations. Some new things are included in the next versions. Okay, using this, always the developer part is very, very easy when compared to the other reporting tools. Why Power BI only Power BI only used in each and every organization? Because of all these things. In other reporting tools are there also there, but they are not going to release every month. They are going to release the versions on every 6 months or 1 year. Maybe see, there also in other reporting tools, must and should you have to write a DAX function. If you don't know DAX function, you cannot. But here, even if you don't know how to write the DAX function, also new calculation will tell you just how to write that one. Understand? You know normal division, how you calculate numerator divided by same thing I'm writing. Okay, but if this option is not there, must and should you have to write DAX formulas. For writing a DAX formulas is very difficult, right? That's the reason new calculation option. So in this batch itself, some new features I'm explaining all the things. Then you have you can, after completing this course, you will have a complete clarity on the Power BI. No need to get any experience. Directly you can put 5 years fake experience and you can jump into Power BI related thing. Understand clearly or not? Maybe in other institute they are not teaching about the latest versions, but always I'm teaching the latest versions, how it is used, what are the new features are, and in a simple manner how the new features are used also I will explain to you tomorrow. New calculation, some new examples I will explain to you. Understand clearly or not? Okay, so we can stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, anyone having any doubts? One second. First complete this one. Tell me, Vijay.
Hi, Vijay sir. Yeah, um, the main purpose of learning the course is to get the job. But when we search for job in Naukri or LinkedIn, we'll be having different roles like BI, Power BI analyst, Power BI developer, Power BI business analyst, and Power BI report developer. What exactly is the difference between Power BI developer, business analyst, and data analyst? Power BI data analyst.
See, a very good question. So when you are applying the jobs like Power BI developer means Power BI only. Okay, report developer also will comes to the Power BI because the report development means Power BI related things only most of the time. Data analyst means sometimes they are asking the package. Data analyst means complete package will be is Power BI, SQL Server, data science, Python. That means it is not included all. That means you don't require all these skills. Okay. In the data analyst part, if you have any of the skill, you are eligible for data. Understand here? Business intelligence is Power BI. Understand clearly or not, Vijay?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. It's not compulsory to learn Python as well as like machine learning and everything. Okay. Actually, data analyst is nothing but a package. Okay. In any of the package, you have a knowledge of the particular one, you are eligible for data analyst. Understand clearly?
Okay.
Okay. Any doubts? Okay. Sushila. Yeah. Tell me, Sushila. I'm not able to hear your voice, Sushila. Sushila.
Like, is there any versions on this Power BI which can show the new calculation field?
Yeah, like see, this new calculation option is available for the latest version of the Power BI. Latest version is already available in the Microsoft site. I told you right how to install that one.
Yes, yes. I have followed the same method and I have installed it in yesterday itself,
Mm, mm.
but I'm not able to see that option.
I just now I told you you didn't listen that one. How do you enable that option? You're not there at that point.
Sorry, maybe my net was disconnected during that time. Sorry.
Okay. So I've already told you how to enable this one. Okay. See here, go to the file under options and settings. Under options, you will have a preview features tab is there. Go to preview
Okay.
features tab. Under this, you have to check the option called visual calculation. Visual calculation, you have to check it and click on OK and restart your power. Restart means close the Power BI file, new file. Definitely you are able to see this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Vijay.
While at the time of going class, don't put other things. That is the problem with online. You have any number of things out there if you are in home. Okay, you're like maybe your mother or father are saying something and you're not able to concentrate your properly. That's the reason try to come to the offline if you are available. If you are not available in Hyderabad, you can come here. Okay, but these are the things that is facing. Okay, try to tell me Srikanth. Srikanth. Srikanth, are you there? Srikanth.
Yeah, hi sir, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for example, my Excel is having 10 million records. Is there any limit to get the data, or is it access?
What is that? Mahendra?
Sorry?
I'm not able to hear your voice properly.
No, my Excel is having 10 million records.
What is that? Because
Yeah, is there any limit to get the data, or it will?
no limitation. No limitation.
Okay, so it will access.
Actually, limitation will be there in Power BI to GB data only. If you there are different types of license. Full license means 1 GB. Premium license means up to 3 GB. Okay. Based on the different licenses, there is a limitation.
Okay.
Less than that, there is no license. Understand
Okay.
me?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
See, well, while at the time of unmute and explain something means at that point of time, some people are not able to listen clearly. Okay. But whenever we are going with the class, you will understand each and every my voice is very clear. Ali, tell me, Ali, Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Ali. You can unmute and speak to man. Sailaja, Ali, tell me.
Hello, sir. Hello,
Yeah, tell me, man.
sir. Myself Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I'm new to this IT sector, sir. So before actually I'm in non-IT. So I don't know to SQL also. It is this batch is okay, sir, with SQL and whatever you teaching. So this Power BI, this Power BI and SQL both are is sufficient to get the job. Actually, I
Yeah,
have the 8 years of gap, so I can take as a 5 years. I can put the resume to get the
yeah.
job. Yeah, otherwise I had to prepare any other notes or any material to get the job. What was you teaching this is
Muhammad
enough?
Ali. It's First, Muhammad Ali, while you are unmuting and asking any questions, you need to be keep silent. Okay. All the things in your home, all the things, if you unmuted, so many disturbance came from your end. That you have to rectify first. Tell me, Sailaja.
Sir, currently which version are you teaching? Power BI.
I'm teaching July. July version. See here. Are you able to see my screen, Sailaja?
Yes.
See, what version I'm using means I told you in the starting class how we can know which version. Which of them? Do you know anyone? Which of them? I don't know. I think this option. Okay. Under help, there is an about option. Click on this one. What is the version I'm using? August 2024. August 2024 it is getting. So I'm using that. Is that clear or not? Is that clear?
Version is 2.1.
No, don't say this one. Like you have always, which version you are saying means you have to say this one. August 2024. Don't say this one. 2.132. No one will understand what is this. Okay, always you have to say August 2024. August 2024 is the latest. Understand, Sailijam? Sailijam?
Yes, understand, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So we can stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, bye.